Big round of applause again for Lieutenant Governor Casey Cagle, man, who was in charge of the Tour de Georgia this year. And the Tour de Georgia, the specifics about it, a 7-day, nearly 600-mile bicycle race. Starts down at Tybee Island, goes up to Towns County, about as far away from here as you can get, still be in Georgia, winds up in downtown Atlanta. Only 6 years old, and already folks in the cycling world are saying that this may be the most prestigious race outside of Europe. Talk about how that happens. You have over 4,000 Georgia citizens taking part in that as volunteers, but also the corporate citizens in Atlanta and around Georgia who have helped make that possible.
Well, it is, Chuck, a great opportunity to showcase our state from the coast all the way to the mountains and really welcome the world. We're very excited this year to be able to host the China team that because of GE, the tour really is made possible because of our presenting sponsor, AT&T. We've set a goal this year as the new chairman to actually have 1 million spectators. Pretty exciting to see in Atlanta the size of the fan base in Athens, that the UGA football game, to have 80,000 plus people ready to welcome the finish right here in downtown Atlanta. Very, very exciting race. It is the #1 ranked race in the country, and the teams really is the best field that we've ever had. So we're very excited about putting on this race. But more importantly, outside of just a cycling event, a world-class cycling event, and a race that's right before the Tour de France and a tune-up, it really gives us an opportunity to focus on health and wellness and do something really special and good for citizens. It is a caravan that's rolling. We'll be screening individuals and really promoting a healthy lifestyle across this great state.
Now, we talked about where it is rated in the cycling world. Again, some people say the most prestigious race outside of Europe, and you get that way. The ratings that they hand down are based not only on the quality of the course, but also they literally rate the quality of the teams that decide, I want to participate in the Tour de Georgia. You can't buy the kind of credibility. For instance, Lance Armstrong, the 2004 winner, the kind of credibility that brought to Tour de Georgia.
Without a doubt, and obviously when I raced Lance and beat him also helped as well. But you're right. I mean, Lance obviously is a world-known cyclist, very, very popular, and brought a lot of credibility to the race. But also, when you think of Brasstown and really what's involved in that race, it's pretty dynamic. The number of people that are there, also the severity of the hill itself. We've got a great terrain. This year we're also doing a time trial, which has never been done on U.S. soil, and that's a fascinating process. We're doing that at Road Atlanta there in Brazelton, and there is an enormous amount of buzz in the cycling world to be able to do that, and it creates a great venue, so we're excited to host it.
Now, part of, again, of the draw to the world-class teams from around the planet is the fact that now this is a race with a little bit of panache to it. This is a race that I want to win. Also, there's the matter of the $144,000 in cash and prizes that you can get if you win this thing. But the state of Georgia wins also. Economic impact, $148 million is estimated over the first 5 years. Talk about how that's calculated and who actually feels that economic impact.
Well, we go through a process in every community in which we actually go through bids on hosting the tour. We have a start and a finish, obviously, in communities, and it's a very coveted position. I didn't realize as Lieutenant Governor that I'd get in as much political heat as I did by not selecting certain cities, but it became a real important issue for many. And mainly because you're selling out every hotel. You talk about a small community like Tybee Island. You think of Washington, you think of Gainesville, and other communities of that size. Literally, you are really creating an enormous set of energy and facts that communities really long for. So it does have a tremendous impact. 1 million spectators focusing our state on health and wellness and doing something good in terms of the charitable piece. All of the donations will be going to Children's Hospital, so we're very, very excited about that opportunity as well and trying to find a cure for cancer.
And the final thing for you, you had mentioned earlier that it will wind up with a course in downtown Atlanta for the conclusion of the race. Now, we all know we watch ESPN, and in the World Series game, for instance, they don't show the ground ball in the second inning. They show the game-winning run in the ninth. How important is it? It's one of the things that, so many people have commented on how important it is that this race does actually conclude in downtown Atlanta. It's great for the Tour de Georgia, but it's also great for downtown Atlanta.
Well, it is, and as I tell people all over Georgia, Atlanta is a huge engine for our state, and we truly are proud of our capital city, and we are the capital of the South. And it is important that when individuals and all of the people that are going to be touring, and not just Georgia natives, but also people all over the country and the world that come to Georgia, to be able to demonstrate the beauty and the splendor of our state, but also captivate and demonstrate what really exists within the city of Atlanta is very, very dynamic. Of course, we're very proud of our capital city and want to showcase it every chance we have. And this creates a lot of synergy, particularly with China, with all the relations that we've had. So instead of doing a lot of trade tours, we can bring people here and create a lot of energy.
It is the man who shamed Lance Armstrong into retirement, folks. Your Lieutenant Governor, Casey Cagle.
Thank you, Chuck.